Hey loves, it's your girl Alycia, your personal development coach specializing in moms who feel stuck and are ready to change their life. So, today I want to talk to you guys about mom guilt versus mom intuition. Now listen, we all have both, and both of them can both of them serve their purpose, okay? Mom guilt serves this purpose of keeping us blocked and stuck and falling into the traps of three of the biggest mom myths that are out there. And intuition can help guide us when we trust it. And that means we have to trust ourselves and trust that what we're feeling is on point. And if we're stuck in mom guilt thinking that we aren't good enough, or we have to prove ourselves, or that we're not perfect and we have to be perfect to be a good mom, then a lot of times we don't allow our mom intuition to kind of guide us because we don't trust ourselves. Or we get stuck with, but we fall into the trap of believing that our mom guilt is our mom intuition, because we feel like, oh, I'm feeling bad about doing this, so it must be my gut telling me that this is not the right thing to do. And usually that comes when we're doing something for ourselves. And mom guilt tells you that whatever you're doing, if it's not for the kids, then it is not right. And that's sad, because we have to take care of ourselves if we're going to take care of our kids. Mom intuition says, something's not right. Let me figure out what I need to do. Where mom guilt says, if I do this, something bad is going to happen. Two extremely different ways of approaching life, right? And listen, mom guilt is no joke, because it will keep you from experiencing life. Because if we're doing something for ourselves, or if it's not about the kids, then how dare you? You are not a good mom if your whole life does not revolve around your child. What? And some of you are hearing me say that and are like, what is she talking about? My life, my children are my life. Yeah, I get that. I love my kids to the moon and back, but I also love me. And loving me does not mean I love them any less. Loving me means that I can show them what a woman who loves herself looks like, what she can do, what she offers the world. If they just see me all about them all the time, then they're going to look for a woman that's all about them all the time. And I don't want a daughter-in-law to be so consumed with my son or sons that they don't know who they are. They can't make a move without him saying yay or nay. Like, what? No, I know for my boys especially, they gonna need a chick with a backbone. Now, I don't mean being, aggressive and not knowing how to, to be submissive in a way that builds relationship. And I don't mean being a pushover. There's a whole lot to unpack there. When I say submissive in a marriage, I mean understanding or believing that, trusting your husband enough to guide and to do things without always having to have the answer. That's what really being a submissive wife means. You trust your husband. You trust God. I'm a woman of faith, so I trust God and I trust my husband to follow God's lead. And when I don't see him doing that, then I say, hey, did then I can check him because I'm his wife and I'm his helpmate. But that's a whole nother conversation. When I talk about mom guilt versus mom intuition, I want you to understand that mom guilt says you are not worthy of this. Mom intuition says trust yourself. There's a difference. Mom guilt says you can't be trusted if this is not about or all about the kids. Now listen. How they say, listen, Linda, Sue, Mary Sue, and Kat. I was going to say my sister's whole name. Mom guilt takes you away from you. Mom guilt tells you that taking care of yourself is selfish, that you can only do things that are for the kids, about the kids, and with the kids. And that's how you be a good mom. Mom guilt tells you if you're not doing things like this mom, then you're not a good mom. Or you're not doing things like this mom, then you're not a good mom. Mom intuition says, what do I need to do for this kid? What do I need to do for me so that I can be there for my kids? Mom intuition says, something's about to happen. Let me get myself together. Let me get centered. Let me, whatever that looks like. Let me do something to make sure I'm in a place of peace, that my mind is clear, because I feel like something is about to happen. And that something could be good or bad. But with change, right? With change comes a feeling of uncomfortableness. And so when we feel that something is about to change, we begin to get that. And it's usually in our gut, that gut feeling like, I don't know what it is. But something's in the atmosphere. Let me get myself ready. That's what mom intuition says and does. Mom guilt says, something, I don't feel right. Something's about to happen. Let me hover and protect. But there's no space in there for you to get yourself. So wherever you are right then and there, you have no time to get your mind straight, to get your mind clear, because you go into hover mode, like, I must protect my family. But you have no energy to do it. You are tired. You are anxious. Your anxiety has flown through the roof at this point because you feel like something is about to happen. And so therefore you go into hover mode and you don't take care of yourself, and you begin to, y'all know how we do. All of us have done it. Like, you felt like something is coming, and then you just feel like you can't do anything. You can't make a move because something's coming. And so your attention becomes all on the kids, but you haven't figured out how to calm yourself down. And when that happens, not only are you anxious, now you made the kids anxious, and you made your spouse anxious, or your significant other anxious. And you've changed the atmosphere, right? You changed the atmosphere. We are the atmosphere barometers. We are the atmosphere changers. We're the thermostat. Like, if we're up, the family's up. When we're down, the family's down. When we're anxious, there's a spirit of anxiety in the atmosphere. The kids feel it. Our significant others feel it. They don't know what's going on. You don't know what's going on, but it's there, and it changes the atmosphere. When you trust yourself to know that something is about to happen, let me get myself together. Mom intuition kind of gets you into protective mode, but there's a process that's a little different, because the process says, let me get myself together so that I can be ready for whatever is going to happen. Mom and guilt says, I can't do anything. I have to be aware and alert, but you're not ready. You haven't put your mask on, sis. So now you've created this anxiety-driven space. Mom intuition, you get calm. You know something's coming. You might be you feel that anxiety because you feel that something's coming and you don't know what it is. And so you check yourself and you get that calm so that you can create an atmosphere of peace and calm. So whenever whatever does come, you'll be ready and you'll be in a position to be able to help your family through whatever it is that's about to go down, because they look to you. They look to us. We are the atmosphere. We change it. It's us. They look to us to see, how do we respond to this? So, mom intuition versus mom guilt. We have both, but which one do you allow to lead you the most? Is it a place of guilt, where you feel like, I can't do this unless it's for them and it's all about them, and if I'm doing something, if I take care of myself, even when I know that's what I need so that I can be there for them, then I'm wrong. That's a place of guilt, sis. That's mom guilt. That's a barrier. So are you operating from that place? Are you operating from a place of trust? Trusting yourself to make good choices, trusting yourself to know when you need to stand down, when you need to calm down, when you need to scream. Sometimes we just need to scream. My mom literally would go through the house when I was younger and just hit a note. She would just hit a high note. I'm not going to do it here because I'm out in public, and as soon as I do it, somebody's going to walk past. I just know it. But she would just hit a note in the house, and I never and I was like, why? And she goes, sometimes you just need to let it out. I was a kid. I didn't get it. I'm a mom. I get it now. Sometimes you have to let it out, and it's okay, sis. Trust yourself enough to know when and how, and to do what you need to do so that you can be there for your family. You can take care of you and not sacrifice your family. All right, my darlings. Hey, if you want to talk more about this, let me know what you think in the comments. And if you're interested in booking a call with me to kind of figure out how you can know the difference, and how you've been operating. Have you been operating in mom guilt or mom intuition, and how can you flip the script, so to speak, and operate from a place of peace and purpose? Then click the button, the link, wherever it may be, and let's talk about it. All right, until next time.